I have projects pretty much everywhere. Got my brother's truck. Doing a clutch in it. Got the transmission out. Just bought all the stuff. Got the Super Dookie with putting new hubs and seals in the axles. Just got it back a week ago. Now it's broken. That one's still running. Got stupid air conditioning. Got the rear end rebuilt. Did a video on that. And got this side rebuilt. The whole front hub assembly, bearings, all that crap. I'm going to show you how to do this side. I wanted to do a video on this because this is the side that was trashed. You notice how there's no brake pads. No brake pads. I thought there was one in the back, but no brake pads. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, pretty cool. I wanted to do a video on this because I want to see how completely trashed the wheel bearings are. Hopefully the hub's not, because I really don't want to buy a hub. And of course, in Sweet Home Alabama, it's about to rain again. Let me get a better shot of that cloud. Yeah, there it is. Everything else in this truck should be pretty much ready to go and drivable again. Started it last night. Started right up after about a month of sitting, so that's not too bad. It's gonna need a clutch soon, and I'm just waiting for that to go out. And I still need to fix the exhaust leak from the exhaust manifold to the intake manifold. I'm not worried about it right now. That'll be later on after the clutch probably. I did a video on how to pull the hub assembly out and everything, and pretty much do that already. Do the whole front hub assembly stuff. I'm not really going to go into deep detail in how to do it. I'm just really curious to see how destroyed the bearings and the races and then whatever's destroyed in it. I drove it home with no brakes because the back brakes weren't even hooked up. So I drove it home 22 miles just downshifting. And I pulled the e-brake a little bit. There's a little bit of play, or a little bit of slowage, downage, but pretty much I drove it home 20 something miles with zero brakes. And I was doing about 45, 50. I kept the speed limit. So that's definitely not recommended. Okay, to get the hub assembly off 1980 to 96 F-050 or Bronco, it's actually pretty simple. The calipers will be a little different on the 97s and up, I think. Mine has a bolt. The other ones I think are bolted on the backside. These ones just kind of slide back and forth. The tools you'll need are actually pretty simple. You need a Allen wrench, don't know what size it is, to get the hub off. You'll need snap ring pliers to get the snap ring off the shaft. Probably a pick to help you. You also need this pick to get the snap ring that holds the lockout mechanism in the hub. You'll need a Ford four-wheel drive hub nut remover. I don't even know what it's called. It's a W1269 from O'Reilly's. Let's see, you'll need a hammer to kind of bang the locking pin out of the caliper, and maybe a screwdriver to help you with that. And that's it. That's all you really need to do this, so let's get into it. Take the lug nuts off, or if you take the tire off, you'll already have them off. And that's it for the lockout part. You just, most time you pull it off. Yep, there we go. Oh no! Okay, so we're already into a little bit of the destruction of this hub. You see all that? Oh shit, where'd it go? Oh shit. The entire lockout part is pretty much destroyed. So that's cool. Have to get a new one of that. There's that snap ring that goes right on the axle shaft, but that just popped out. So I don't need snap ring pliers. You're going to locate the edge of the snap ring and get underneath it and pull it out. Pretty simple to do. That's what holds the inner lockout in. Now what you want to do is take one of the outer lockout bolts and twist it on a couple turns so you can get leverage on this inner part. And I don't know how hard this is going to be with it all jacked up. Okay, wasn't too bad. So that is completely destroyed. There goes a $200 set of lockouts. Is that the bearing? Wow. That is the outer bearing. Like I said, I drove like this for about 2 weeks before the brakes fell out of it. Look at that. There's nothing left of it. More destruction. Let's see if I can actually remove the nut, wherever it is. Oh man. Man, I don't think I'm on it. Oh yeah, I am. You take that pick, reach in there. Alright, the threads aren't chewed up on this side of the locking nut, or the hub nut. You're gonna reach in, grab that lock washer. It's not destroyed. Actually it is. It's completely taken a couple notches off of it. Then there's a inner nut. Really hope I didn't destroy the spin. Take your pick, grab the inner one, it's all a little bit of grease but mostly metal shavings. Next I'm going to take the caliper off, use the 9/16 and get that lock bolt off. Take your hammer and knock the pin out. There you go. Those parts go flying. At this point you would take the pads off, but I don't have any. I'm just going to hang mine right there on the radius arm. There's partial bearings. So there's the race for the bearing, for the outer bearing. There's what's left of the bearing. Oh, look at that, the back bearing's still completely seized onto the spindle. And there is, oh no, it's not seized. There's the rear seal, or the oil seal, grease seal, whatever seal you want to call it. Look at this. There's the outer bearing, the inner race? I don't know. Part that goes on the shaft. It's cracked with a tooth missing out of it. It's pretty worn right there where it's, I guess where it was riding. Here's the inner bearing. Kind of all, well, that was me prying on it, but the rest of it wasn't terrible, but none of these are spinning anymore. There's like 5 bearings left out of the outer bearing, plus a couple over there, so there's probably 6 or 7. Threads on the spindle are pretty chewed up. I guess where the hub was pushing the nuts out, the lock nuts out, they were a little bit further out than they should have been. And the shaft, or the spindle itself, has some pretty gnarly nicks on it. There's the seal. Seal wasn't too bad. That's me hitting it with a hammer. So, there you go. There's the destruction of riding with blown out wheel bearings for 2 weeks and not doing anything about it. I haven't looked into the hub yet. I'm about to clean it out, look into that. Now we gotta pound the studs out of the rotor and hub. There's a trash. Ooh, another bearing. I'm gonna take a look at what the inside looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and press out the races. So the hub's destroyed. Got this race out. Look at the back side. Can you guys see the chunks missing out of it? I don't know if you guys, yeah, right there. Here is the inside part. It's supposed to be a metal lip right here. And it's been cut and sandwiched in this other race. Okay, so I had an idea. This is probably a couple weeks after all these other little videos, and this is a hub off of Dodge, and the hub was pretty close, but it just didn't look exactly the same, so I just went ahead. This is my old one off the Bronco. Look at all the spider webs. I'm not going to throw this hub away just in case I can fix it. I'm just not going to try to even fix it right now. Went out and bought another hub right there. Looks all pretty and shiny. There it goes. It's all pretty and shiny. I'm going to go ahead and just throw it all back together and get the Bronco done. That way it'll be running again. I'm not going to show the process just because it's just reverse, and I've done it in another video, I think. I don't know. Probably. Maybe not. But I'm not going to show this. I just want the truck running and driving again. Well, that's probably it for this video. I just wanted to see how destroyed the hub was and just videotape that. Just because it was, to me, I thought that was pretty bad. Nothing else really to show. I'm just going to throw it all back together and be done with it and have the truck running again. or driving again. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Thanks for watching.